Good Thursday evening, South Carolina weather watchers. Hopefully, everyone has had a fantastic Thursday. I'm your host for South Carolina weather, Jesse Peterson, and let's talk about the weather for your Thursday evening going into your future. We go on and get through here. We're about to go on and get started. If you are just joining us now, go on and hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button as well if you have not already. And also make sure that you hit the share button. You can share it to anybody you would like. Does not matter who it is. You can just share it to anybody. And let's go on and get started. We're not going to waste any time. Good Thursday evening, South Carolina weather watchers. Hopefully everyone has had a fantastic Thursday. I'm your host for South Carolina weather, Jesse Peterson. Let's talk about the weather for your Thursday evening going into your future. Looking at the radar right now, nothing really going on in terms of the state of South Carolina right now. We do have some showers going through Myrtle Beach and up here towards, or I should say like Garden City Beach over towards Georgetown, just to the north of Moncks Corner on Highway 52 right now. Just showers moving through those regions, nothing intense at all. But if you go to the MRMS shows some rain over here inside of North Carolina, Virginia, South Carolina, Georgia, maybe even Florida as well. Some scattered precipitation going on inside of Ohio, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, and also over here inside the West as well. Not as widespread, definitely more scattered, or more isolated, I should say. And there may be some pockets of some small, just droplets of snow. It's nothing intense, but it could be possible. Here's our current cloud cover. Current cloud cover right now has some low clouds over us right now. Seems to be that it's just going over the entire state, being low. That's why it's a bit blue. And if you go over to this one right here, this one is blue, but it's blue all the time. As you push through into tomorrow morning, you can start to see that cloud activity start to move out, and we actually start to clear up as you get into tomorrow morning. And then here's tomorrow afternoon right here. Cloud coverage is passing us slightly, but this is looking pretty nice. And as you get to around Saturday morning, this is around Saturday morning right here, you can see nice. Even going into Saturday afternoon as well, and going into Saturday night as well. So it's going to be actually pretty nice for Saturday. We'll continue to watch and see what happens. But current temperatures right now is 50 inside Columbia, 64 in Charleston, 61 in Myrtle Beach, 46 inside of Rock Hill, 46 in Union, 44 in Greenville and Spartanburg, as well as 44 inside of Anderson, 52 in Augusta, 57 inside of Fairfax, 53 in Barnwell, 61 inside of Walterboro, 64 in Beaufort, and 66 inside of Savannah as well. And if you look at low temperatures for tonight, around 42 inside of Greenville and Spartanburg, as well as Rock Hill, 45 inside of Cheraw, 46 in Dillon, 47 in Florence, 46 inside of Sumter, 44 inside of Columbia, 44 inside of Aiken, 44 in Barnwell, 46 in Walterboro, 54 inside of Hilton Head Island, as well as 41 inside of Lawrence, 42 inside of Anderson and Greenwood as well. If you look at your forecast precipitation for the next 24 or so hours, let me go ahead and get a little update out of this real quick. Here we go. Our updated rain totals right here. Around 100th of an inch to a 10th of an inch possible inside of Barnwell, King Street, Moncks Corner, Myrtle Beach, Dillon, Cheraw, maybe even Moncks Corner and Hilton Head Island, Myrtle Beach as well. But places like Charleston and Georgetown could receive potentially a 10th of an inch to a quarter of an inch. That is all possible as you move through the next 24 hours. Here's our day one outlook right here. You can go on and refresh it too. You can see that nothing really is expected. Honestly, most of that rain that we're watching for has now moved out. And the only thing that's really going on right now is a little special weather statement going on with 40 mile per hour wind gusts possible inside of Wilmington, North Carolina, Carolina Beach, Sunset Beach, Leland, North Carolina, and Oakland Island, North Carolina, as well, just south of Burgaw, North Carolina. That's pretty much what's going on right now. And if you go on and talk about the future, here's the models right here. This is satellite. go on and look at the models too. Go to the 18Z, you can see that's what it looks like at around 2 p.m. But if we go to around 9 p.m., you can see all these showers and downpours moving off. They'll be out of our hair by around 10, 11 o'clock p.m. tonight, and that's when everything will be gone. And then it looks as you move to the next 48 hours. Look at this nice weather. Again, there could be cloud cover, but no rain is expected over the next 48 or so hours. And that's pretty much it that we have for the future. Tropical Storm Sarah is here, a 40-mile-per-hour storm, as well as through early next week. Heavy rainfall from Sarah will cause potentially catastrophic flash flooding and mudslides over portions of the northern Honduras. Elsewhere across Belize, El Salvador, eastern Guatemala, western Nicaragua, and the Mexican state of Quintana Roo, heavy rainfall will cause significant and life-threatening flash flooding and mudslides. Tropical storm conditions are expected along portions of the northern coast of Honduras and the adjacent Bay Islands, where tropical storm warnings are in effect. The system is forecast to approach Belize and the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico late this weekend, where there is a risk of strong winds. Residents in these areas should monitor the latest forecast updates as well. So again, does not say anything about the U.S. at all, so that's just a sign that we're waiting. But you can see here, Sarah is pretty much going to go through Belize, going to go through Guatemala and Mexico as well. It's going to go out into the Gulf of Mexico after that, and then it's going to kind of try and curve over. We're going to see what happens after that, but pretty much after 1 p.m. on Monday, we don't know anything after that, so we're just going to have to wait some more. And we can go on and look at the wind speed probabilities. You can see this tropical storm force winds, no chance for any type of hurricane force winds, but 15-knot wind speed is possible just to the north of Honduras, as well as those tropical storm force winds will definitely be making it there. Rainfall potential 20 plus inches. Yes, 20 plus inches of rain. Last time that we've seen anything close to 20 plus inches of rain was Hurricane Debbie in the low country of South Carolina back in August. But that is a lot of rain, especially for one area to get. And the reason why is just because it's going so slow. This storm is moving just so slow. It's not moving fast enough. It is moving, but only at 10 miles per hour. And you can see the cone here as well. If you look at the cone, you see how just how small the updates are, because it's just moving so slow that it will get from one side of Honduras to the other side of Honduras in like 2 or 3 days. So it's gonna be sitting over that area for a while. So we're gonna have to continue to wait and see what happens with that. How much rainfall is expected? Around 16 to 20 inches or so, but 20 plus inches cannot be ruled out at all. Going on now, let's go and talk about just the forecast models for Sarah, as well as see what it looks like. This is what Sarah looks like right now. This is what Sarah is looking like as you go through. It is kind of exploding right now with some convection right now as it is going through Honduras right now. And then if you go to the current storm map, you can check out, this is the hurricane model guidance right here. Most of it kind of has it curving up and going up towards Florida. Where in Florida? Models don't know quite yet. Here the GFS has it going somewhere closer just to the south of Tampa Bay, kind of near like the Fort Myers region. And then the GEPS has it going just to the north of Tampa as well. And then the intensity guidance has it pretty much maxing at around a tropical storm, which honestly this thing might not get any higher than a tropical storm. It's definitely possible, so we might not have to worry about anything in terms of a huge storm. Honestly, right now it's just not looking like that will be like a major hurricane or anything like that right now. So I think that if it does impact South Carolina, we won't have to worry about that at least. So let's go on and talk about our future. Go ahead and get my pen up real quick. time is in the top right corner of your screen. And as you go on and push this forward, let's go on and get this started. As you push it through, not much rain at all is expected as you go through from now all the way through as the high pressure takes over, all the way through to November the 20th. We could get a good 6 days of no rain there until finally there goes our little area that we're watching for right there. There goes Sarah, as it is going to go somewhere towards Florida, and then as it crosses Florida, kind of drizzle out into just a big just blob of rain, to be honest. Nothing really organized or anything like that. And then cold air will push through. It will, it will be chilly. It will be cold, especially as that cold front moves through. But the cold air itself won't be sitting over us for long, as we're going to see some snow. We're going to see actually a good amount of snow, especially if you go into the north central U.S. We're going to have some snow inside of Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, the mountains, West Virginia, and North Carolina as well, in the Appalachian Mountains. South Carolina still not seeing any sort of snow activity. And then as you continue to push this forward, you can see that there's not really anything else to watch for here either, as another little cold blast though may try to form on November the 27th, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the day before Thanksgiving as well. And then here you can even look at the afternoon for Thanksgiving as well. 1 p.m. Again, this is over 300 hours out, so this will fluctuate. But as of right now, low temperatures for Thanksgiving would be in the 30s, and then high temperatures for Thanksgiving would only be in the 50s. So that's just what's going on right now. So we'll continue to watch, and as we get closer to Thanksgiving, especially as we get to our Thanksgiving week, we'll have an in-depth video or in-depth forecast for Thanksgiving week, and that's pretty much it for the future. So let's go on and check out our drought monitor. The drought monitor is indeed out. Let's check it out. You see that the drought has shrunk. It has shrunk as there is no longer a drought inside of a good amount of areas, but places like Berkeley County, Charleston County, Georgetown County, and most of Horry County, and then Oconee County up there just to the west, on the western side, does have a D1, which means there is a moderate drought, the weakest of the droughts, but still a drought is there in those regions. And then you have other places like mainly the entire upstate of South Carolina, Kershaw, Lee County, all the way down into Beaufort County, and places like most of the Tri-County region as well. In the D0, abnormally dry, which means y'all still do need rain. And it's not a drought, so you won't have to worry about that, but rain would definitely be appreciated, and that's why if we do go this next 6 days without rain, which is totally possible, it's good that we have another little system that's going to try and come through and try and knock it out a little bit. But cooler temperatures are also coming as well, so it won't really spread too much either. The drought condition won't really spread too much either. And that is pretty much it. So let's go on and talk with the audience. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Let's see what the audience has to say for tonight. Let's push this over here. Ms. Tolliver says, "Good evening. A dreary rainy day at my house. At times I thought it might storm. Hopefully he gave me some additional water to my pond. My son in Ithaca said it was cold up there today, but still no snow. Snow will definitely be coming for sure. I can assure you that there will be some type of snow up there. When? I guess only time will tell with that. Dad says, "Good evening, Joseph. I hope your day went well. What are you going to do this weekend? I'm not quite sure. We might be moving some stuff, but I'm not quite sure. Maybe might just be a weekend where I might just be at the house all weekend. I'm not quite sure." Mr. Anthony does say, good evening to you. My cousin Cheryl says, "Hey, Weatherman, how are you doing today? Hope all is well for you. You do my heart good. Love you much, your cousin Cheryl." Thank you so much for your message. And then my Nana says, "Hey, hi, Jay. I hope you had a good day. I did have a good day. And then Trail says, greetings, everyone. Greetings to you as well. And that seems to be about it. So we're going to move on over here to San Antonio, do Raleigh forecast as well. And then after that, we'll be out for tonight. But in terms of rain for San Antonio, we're going to, just push it through. I don't see any sort of rain or anything like that. I just want to check out Raleigh too. Just so I can check it out. Raleigh seems to not really have too much in terms of rain as you move through the next 48 hours. But look at the storm as it goes out to the Atlantic, starting to curve up a little bit. But that is that. Get ready for a little bit of a buffer here as I am loading the temperature map here. Let's go on and check out the likes as well. I do want to see what the likes look like right now. We have 9 people watching and only 8 likes. Let's go on and hit that like button. Get to at least 10 subscribers. That is our goal every evening, to get 10 subscribers. I mean, not 10 subscribers, 10 likes. So let's go on and get there. It'd be amazing if I got 10 subscribers though. So I mean, that could also be a goal. If you go into low temperatures for tonight in San Antonio, it will be dropping at 48 degrees. High temperatures tomorrow at around 76. Low temperatures tomorrow night at around 50. And then high temperatures going to around 74, 75-ish going into your Saturday. As you move up here into Raleigh, North Carolina, move this on over here. Low temperatures tonight at around 45. High temperatures tomorrow at around 53. Low temperatures tomorrow night around 44. And then high temperatures going to around 58, 59, 60-ish going into your Saturday. In terms of severe weather, let's go on and check that out. As you go on and look at day 1, nothing for day 1, nothing for day 2, nothing for day 3, nothing for day 4, and nothing for day 5. So you're good in terms of that. And if you go on and look at the SPC outlook, as we go through the next 5 or so days, you can see that parts of Texas will be receiving some severe weather. Thunderstorms possible in Raleigh tonight as those storms move away, though. But severe weather possible in other parts of Texas. Not San Antonio, though. Could definitely see that starting to spread in the day 4, which is Sunday, and then even into Monday as well, going into eastern Texas as well. Does Texas have another chance of receiving some severe weather in like the Fort Worth area and just north of San Antonio as well. But nothing else for Raleigh either. And then that's pretty much it. So again, we have 11 people watching and only 9 likes. Let's go on and get to at least 10 likes for tonight. Let's go on and get to 10 likes for tonight. You do have to have an account for that, though. In terms of what's going on for just the entire U.S. as well, areas of unsettled weather inside of Alaska. Heavy snow, gusty winds, and blizzard conditions are going on inside of southwestern Alaska right now. Coastal rain and higher elevation snowfall will continue in the Pacific Northwest up there in Washington and Oregon and Northern California through the day. In the east, a coastal storm is expected to bring a period of gusty winds, enhanced rainfall and thunderstorms from the Carolinas all the way up into the mid-Atlantic states tonight into Friday as well. As just like I said earlier, brought some gusty winds with it, some heavy rainfall with it as well. And then we also do have some freeze warning, frost advisories up for Oklahoma, Arkansas, some fog possible in Missouri tonight as well as eastern South Dakota, southwestern Minnesota, and northwestern Iowa. And fire conditions still going on inside the northeast, as we do have insanely dry conditions going on up there, and fires going on as well. And that's pretty much it of what's going on during the entire U.S. There's some other stuff here and there, but it's nothing really too important. So, that's pretty much it for tonight. Let's check out the chat one more time, just to make sure I don't forget anything. Don't see anything right now. So if I'm missing anything, I'll cover it tomorrow, but I will be inside the chat for about another 5 minutes or so just to see if there's any other questions, comments, or anything like that. Remember, you can use the chat for just whatever type of weather questions or purposes that you have, constructive criticism, anything like that as well. So make sure that you use it because it is free. It is free. Same thing like it is free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the share button as well. We're at 302, trying to get to 400 subscribers, 98 more to go. Let's get there. I will be back tomorrow morning with your Friday morning forecast update.